Another very common function is a case function, or sometimes people say that it's a case operator. What it does is give you a branching capability. When you have a value, you want to categorize it. For example, if I have a birth date that is January 1st, 2000, is that in 20th century or 21st century? If if a date is older than January 1st, 2001, then it should be in 20th century, right? Then if it's equals to or less than, newer than January 1st, 2001, then it's in 21st century. So this is when you need to make a branch and give up different branches, get different values for the same input based on a condition. That's when you do this case statement. The case statement will start with a case and with an and. And inside the case, there's a when condition. If a condition 1 meets, then you get the expression 1. Then you can repeat this when then branch for as many as you want, and finally ends up with the else. If none of the conditions were met in the when branches are met, then you will give this expression else. Else branch is optional, but it's always a good practice to have an else branch, just in case you miss something and it comes up, can catch you by surprise. Oops. If you don't have an else and there's no condition, the value does not meet any condition, you will get null. This is how case statement works. And there are also other functions for most important are like the null functions, like coalesce, which will return the first non-null argument. You can have a bunch of columns. It will give you the first non-null argument, non-null value in this list. And now if will return you null if the condition inside meets. For coalesce, we will revisit that after we talk about join, because this is most useful in combination with join. But in normal SQL, a case statement is also important. So let's take a look at an example of case statement. So here we have this case statement. If a student's date of birth is greater than January 1st of 2001, then it belongs to 21st century. Else, it will, if it's earlier than January 1st, 2001, then it's 20th century, right? So let's run this. And if you remember, the date of birth we inserted was January 1st, 2000. And by the way, I hope you all realize that the 21st century starts at 2001, not 2000. Right, so this is what you get. You get a 20th century because the date we had was January 1st, year 2000. But then, as a reminder, it's always a good practice to always add an else branch. So if you don't, this is what you will get. You get a null if you don't have the else branch, because the value you in our student DOB is not greater than or equal to 2001, January 1st, 2001. So we fall into the crack where you left without by not applying an else, which provides you with a null.